What it do, boo boos? Welcome back to Up Close with Kate, episode 5. We are back with my mans, and we are gonna get into a little bit of substance this time. We've been talking about a lot of gossip, and I was like, let's get back to the root. Excuse me.
Talk about our forefathers, your
forefathers and your grandfathers. I just be. Anyway. We're going to get into a little bit of substance this time. I hope that you had a good week. You have a good weekend. You safe out there. Be safe out there whenever you are hearing this, wherever you're watching this. But yeah, we're going to get into it right now. So recently on the YouTubes, we have been watching a lot of stuff. And the first thing that I want to bring up is Cam Newton and Charleston White's interview.
Fuck Deion. I said fuck Deion.
And of course he did come out with his controversy. He said a lot of stuff, child. He said a lot during this interview. Cam was not ready. And Cam, I feel like, is someone that thinks that he's always going to say the most controversial thing or topic on his podcast. He was not ready.
He wasn't ready.
He was not ready for what Charleston White had to bring.
Charleston White said it's legal to beat your hoe. Yo ho.
So yeah, Charleston said a lot, and we're gonna get all into it. But first things first, he did say fuck. What's it? Deion Sanders. And he was saying all of that because of his controversy that came out during the time that he left JSU and went to Colorado, and how some people in the black community felt like he cheated us. He just up and left them, and Charleston White was trying to explain their point of view, and Cam just act like
he wasn't hearing it.
He act like he didn't understand nan.
So how you feel? You feel like it's fuck Deion, or you going to a Colorado game?
I'm not going to. If I'm going to Colorado, I swear to God, I'm not going there for Deion Sanders.
You going to Grave Digger Mountain to meet NBA YoungBoy and Deion?
I'm not going there for neither one of them. But I definitely would go to JSU, and I'm not saying I'm going there for the football game, but I definitely going there for the band. Okay, I'm going here for the black experience, for the HBCU experience. But Colorado, I'm going there because they legal.
You need help.
I'm not going there for Deion. And as far as what Charleston White was trying to explain, he was saying that Deion came to this HBCU and brought all this attention and opportunities to these young boys, these young black boys, predominantly black school, obviously, because it's a HBCU. And we saw so many celebrities during that time supporting HBCUs. And then all of a sudden he leaves, and it's like he takes the best players. He leaves himself. He leaves with his son. There's no one left to carry on their legacy for the team, for the HBCU, and to continue with the opportunities. So I do feel like some people in their right should be able to say, fuck Deion, because what'd you do that for? How you feel?
I'm going to say what Charleston White said. Fuck Deion! Fuck Deion! Nah. For real. For real. I basically have the same thoughts and sentiments that you have about the situation, because it's like you brought all of your star power there and you just left and you took it with you to Colorado, and you didn't have any type of replacement for you at JSU. I mean, I understand personal gain. You know, you want to see your son do the best. You want to see your sons do the best. You want to, see them go to the NFL. You may want to coach in the NFL one day. All you had to do was just leave some type of replacement there and tell the people, don't just leave the HBCU. Just like you bringing millions of dollars to Colorado, you was bringing millions of dollars to JSU. And I mean, like your boy say in the interview, I'm guilty as well. When it was going on, we was Team HBCU, Desi Banks, DC Young Fly, Lil Wayne, all the same people that you seeing at these Colorado games, you was seeing at the JSU games, if not more. And seasons has passed, and we ain't seen not a damn, not a dollar, not a dame, not a nothing, not a Nevada, nothing. So, in the words of Charleston White, fuck Deion.
I feel like that's an issue with people because they're fans of a person instead of being fans of a corporation or being behind a team. People can say, "Oh, that's not my team, but that's my favorite player." It's like y'all was supporting Deion as a coach, but y'all wasn't supporting these boys that look just like you. They came from the same means that y'all say that y'all came from the same background, and trying to escape that background. Like a lot of these people that were showing up to these games, these celebrities, these social media people, these socialites that were showing up to the games and investing into this HBCU during the time that Deion was there. It's like, are you a fan? Why can't you also be a fan of Deion and your people at the same time?
If you took the time to go to a JSU game while Deion Sanders was coach and president at the school, and you have not been back since he's left, you need your ass kicked. You probably eat chitlins on Section 8, something like that, because that's just trifling. It's trifling. And I really don't have much to say on the situation but what I said and what she expounded on it. But yeah, you could have left some type of replacement. We ain't saying stay. I'm not saying you should have stayed. You know, I understand. Like I say, personal gain. It's more money. It's this. It's that. But you know, you kind of left a footprint there, and you just that you left the footprint, and now no one else has filled in the footprint, and it's just becoming a fossil. It's just becoming another footprint in the concrete, and people gonna talk about, you remember when Deion Sanders came here and coached, and now we still got holes in the walls, ceilings leaking, classroom, no money for the school. You know, just the whole HBCU struggle. And what looked like a turnaround quickly turned right back around. So,
yeah. And it just sucks to see people that look like you behind the turnaround. But also some things that came out from the interview. Charleston was asked about Brittany Renner. And I'm sure we all know of Brittany Renner. If you don't, just take a quick Google search, Instagram search, whatever you need to do your research. I'm not finna sit here and give you the background of who she is. It's very easy to find. But for those of us who know,
parental warning advice.
Yeah. But for those of us who know who she is, Cam Newton asked Charleston White about her and said, is that someone that he would mess with, talk to, have a baby with? And Charleston said, yeah. And he also decided to say, and I don't know the best way to put it, because I ain't neither one of them, and I don't think I can say all they can say on YouTube. But he basically said that's some woman that you would have to use some corrective.
He said rough up. Corrective
Charleston White behaviors.
Quote unquote said Brittany Renner is a woman that you would have to rough up. And he said that it's just some women like that you gonna have to rough up. I disagree. Keep your hands to yourself, male or female. If it make you that angry, just walk away. Don't listen to Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles got one eye. No offense to the people who got one eye, but Uncle Charles got one eye, and he be tripping.
He can't see things clearly, so
I can see clearly now.
Excuse me. But I just feel like. I'm sorry. What did I say? Okay. I feel
he said your grandparents beat on each other. Y'all think y'all grandparents beat on each other?
He said people don't really learn their lesson and learn how to behave in a relationship.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get to know my grandfather that well because he passed before, I got of age. But I know my grandma might hit a nigga. I ain't gonna even lie to you. So I can't. She might just hit a nigga. And I know y'all feel the same way. I know a couple of y'all grandmas that'll hit a nigga. And like I say, this is back at, like I say, if you a male or female, keep your hands to yourself. I'm not condoning the violence, but I'm just saying, back in the day, they was violent. A wife beater. They named a shirt a wife beater. Not white beater. Wife beater. So that just goes to show you the kind of, I don't know what they was going through. There was some silly color purple type of shit going on, but go see that on Christmas. I'm buying my ticket.
What I will say about that, him saying that she's the type of woman that's gonna need some type of corrective reinforcements throughout the relationship, whether it's a man or a woman. If someone don't want to be kept, don't keep them. If someone don't want to just be singular to you, faithful to you, they gon' exit out and leave it. It's like you ain't gotta do. You doing too much when you start doing all that. Why you gotta go and do that? Look, now why you gotta go and do that? You ain't gotta do all that. Now, if you want to work through your problems, that's up to you. But just outwardly saying that in order to make this woman submissive, to make her be the type of woman you want her to be, to get her to step outside of the behaviors that she's been displaying to us, that she's going to warrant some type of whooping on. That's not okay.
We gonna segue this one because it's not okay to beat on nobody. And Charleston White, you need help. But you was right about most of the stuff you were saying. But when you got to that part, you got kind of off the wall.
Wow.
But I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. On the scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think King stand on business?
I think King does not stand
T.I. son King.
Yeah. I don't think King stand on business at all. And let me tell you why. What business he got? He is T.I. the King. T.I.P. Mm-hmm. Clifford Harris. Ain't that his name? Clifford. Yeah. All right. ATL star. He is. What business you done had to have? Your daddy and Miss Tiny over there in her group that she was in with Candy and them, they done stood on all the business you would ever have to stand on for the rest of your life, that you ain't got to sit there and do that. If you, and the type of business that he want to stand on is stupid.
That nigga stand on business. I fuck with you, T.I. That nigga stand on business. He was raised at his grandmama's house. He ain't never had a silver spoon. He ugly as hell. And he looked like he could eat a cheeseburger in one bite. He's standing on business.
What business?
The kind of business it take to stand on. I don't know. King, you need to cut it out, bro. Your other your bro, one of your brothers, you got a blues brother, you got a rap brother. You got a rap sister. She sings. She do. Everybody doing something. I don't know what.
Even your little sister singing. Bro. Everybody doing something. And then.
And look, I know. Tell you real. I saw you just shut down them people club. Don't look.
Call who you need to call. Do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No.
We just reporting the news. Allegedly, well, not allegedly, your son say he stand on business. I'm going to say allegedly he don't.
So how you feel that he was talking to his mama and he was like, you gonna let that man talk to me like that? You gonna let these folks? I said, that's not your father. That's not your father.
You know they say his daddy worked with Olivia. Let me stop playing like I'm not a rapper and I don't have to be doing this one day. I'm taking all this back. And I still ain't forgave myself.
Period, nigga. But
yeah, that's crazy. You were raised in I can't talk about nobody because we don't know nobody. You know, he may be whatever he is, but you was raised and, you know, with the proper means. It ain't much to explain. We all seen it. Most of us saw you grow up.
Your
as
mama
a child,
was developed. Your father was developed. Granted, you had to go through a period of time where your father was behind bars. Maybe that's an issue for you. Maybe you grew up with other issues that you are holding that we don't know. But all I know is when you was at that Falcons games, you are embarrassing yourself. Like, you constantly keep embarrassing yourself. And you don't have to do that because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of talent in you, just like all your other siblings that you just need to tap into and say, forget all this other social media hood nigga shit. Because that ain't it, boo. That is not your talent you supposed to tap into.
Yeah, bro, you got plenty doorways and stuff to go through. Like I say, your brothers is doing it. They showing you, you know, what's going on. But in other news, I was watching a Joe Budden podcast this morning, right? Shout out to the JBP. I mess with the JBP. Yeah. They were talking about blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the goose. Got you feeling loose.
And how really cringy the song is.
Damn. I was just vibing.
When you think about the lyrics. Blame it on the alcohol. Can you pull up
the lyrics? What's the lyrics?
Okay, we're going to put it up.
Because what's the issue?
First of all,
get you in the zone. Blame it on the.
First of all, you blame you get drunk. You don't know what happened, so now you blame it on the alcohol.
But was it? But was he the only person blaming it?
Put Molly all in her champagne. If we gonna get mad, we gonna get mad.
That's a different song now. That's a different song and a different nigga. We can't do that.
All right. We know the hook. Hey, she say she usually don't.
Most women do.
But I know that she fronting.
Well.
Exactly. Because shawty know what she want, but she don't want to seem like she easy. She telling you she don't want you, but you know how niggas be.
But on the other hand,
okay, wait, we gonna keep going. I hear you saying what you won't do. She's telling you, I will not do this. I'm not gonna do this. But you know you probably gonna do no. But
she's gonna gain the confidence to do it.
Hey, you trying to fuck tonight?
No.
You gonna do this. You gonna do this shit.
I usually don't.
You gonna blame it on the alcohol. Nah, bro. Y'all get where I'm going with this. I jam to the song too. I'm probably gonna play it tomorrow because I plan on getting a little drunk. But blurred lines. What's the blurred line?
First of all, he was just incorrect for that whole song anyway.
What's the blurred line?
He got sued for that anyway. He said the blurred lines is they blurred, swizzard. We don't know. We don't know.
It sounds kind of Pizzagate to me.
But if we want to break down every song that's talking about we didn't got drunk and we did something, technically none of us can say. All of us can say that in a point of time that we were under the influence of alcohol, that we have not made decisions in our right mind. So we just gonna cancel out all our songs?
I mean, they were some creeps. And we just gonna have to deal with that.
But when are men or women going to stop
in
talking
the same
about
song? T.I. said, I don't want to even bring up T.I. again, but he said, "I'd tear your ass in two."
How you know she didn't want her ass torn in two? What I'm
You
saying,
ain't never let me tear your ass in two.
damn. Because I'm not
Exactly.
but who's to say what some people kinks are?
But you gotta blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the sober. Blame it on the. Blame
That's
it
like
on.
canceling out the whole club culture where niggas like they go get drunk and like stuff happen after the club. Like that's what a lot of songs are about.
But I'm saying you cool with.
I didn't say I was cool with taking advantage of anyone.
Hey, whatever fly. Hey, Kayla Cosby, whatever is your.
I never said taking advantage of anyone is okay. I'm just saying a lot of our songs or just everyday life is about going to the club, getting drinks. You might be a little drunk. And it's like, how come just because the song says it doesn't mean that it wasn't consensual? And why it can't just be a song? It's like,
She told him what she won't do. But he told her what she gon' do.
But what if he didn't write it?
Huh?
What if he didn't write it?
We can see who wrote
Is he still wrong for singing it?
Or
is the person that wrote it wronger?
We can see who wrote it. Let's see. It was a lot of people, but Jamie Foxx was on there.
But he could have just wrote one little line. He could have said alcohol, and then they gave him song credits.
But anyways, what's your next topic?
I left my phone in the back. Let's see what else we could talk about. What else has been going on in the media? Diddy said he didn't do it.
We all know that's a lie.
Diddy said he
did it. Diddy did that shit. We all know he did that shit. Up there.
Party, man. But I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That nigga. Party. He did that.
It's like at some point, bro. I know they say all it takes is one person to come out and then the floodgates open and you can't really know who is sincere and who isn't. But if the floodgates open on you, then that's a problem in itself. Because floodgates shouldn't even open. And people may say, oh, it's because he rich. Y'all gotta be careful with that. Oh, I don't have the accurate numbers, but you remember how I told you Lyrica was seen with designer for Thanksgiving, and she's A1's ex-wife from Love and Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. So Lyrica is asking for a lot of publishing and money from a lot of the things A1 did during their marriage. Do you feel, he's a producer. Do you feel like she's owed, and I think it was like in the upper thousands, millions of dollars that she's asking for?
She, if allegedly what you say is true, mm-hmm. She deserves, whatever comes to her, but you not gonna get no money from a nigga named Spring Break. And we not gonna have this conversation about how Spring Break is Orlando Brown. And Orlando Brown is Spring Break. Look at the footage. You ain't never seen them two together nowhere at a party, but they look just alike.
Do you think Zeus is good or bad for the culture?
You asking rhetorical questions at this point.
I mean, some people get on down with Zeus. I'm not gonna lie. We've watched Zeus.
If
we
you want to learn
watching the messiness on Zeus. So I mean,
okay. Now, if you want to learn how to street fight, perfect. If you just starting at a strip club, perfect. If you a rich, privileged person and your daddy or your mama be like, it's over, we're dropping you off in the hood, perfect. Study. You gonna learn exactly what you need to learn. I was about to say something about that girl, but you know that girl without that tooth. Y'all need to stop putting her on TV.
you saw that girl, the other baby mama, they teamed up, right? They are marketing geniuses, bro. Regardless of how stupid the plans are, they still get themselves out there. And I feel like everything they show us be planned. It be written down. It be jotted down. Her and Jordan
Blueface ain't did nothing right since we seen him. He wasn't rapping on the beat when we seen him.
The only thing he did right is team these girls together. He don't know how, he may not be able to rap on beat, you know, and stuff like that. But being a manager,
Krayshawn Jr. Stop.
Oh, how you feel about him going to pick up the baby for her friend, saying that she got people babysitting my child while she out at the studio, and she should be being a mother to our child?
At the end of the day,
Because I got my own feelings.
On a serious note, all of that entertainment or whatever, the imagery that they are portraying to us, if anybody is watching that and is taking that on and is saying, hey, that is inspiring me, that's a problem. Y'all need to stop that. It's not cool. Even if y'all are just acting, y'all could be a big happy family and just be doing this and making us think this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but that's not cool, man. Like, what y'all doing is not cool. It's foolish. It's coonery till its finest. I don't even know if I could say that on YouTube, but like, I'm gonna pray for y'all, for real. I ain't mean no harm when I say it, but you, not because of the baby, because you don't hold him right. You got all them hospital bands on and you don't hold him right. That's not cool. It's not cool.
So she the only person wrong?
No.
You keep talking
Everybody
about her.
wrong.
So
She's just wrong for not holding him right. Allegedly.
My problem is with the most recent thing with Blueface coming out saying my baby mama got somebody babysitting the baby and she should be at home being a mother. Supposedly, allegedly, to us, you had moved on with Jaden and you were living with that family. And Krishan was alone with her baby and she had started claiming that y'all never really had a relationship. It was never really a thing. Y'all had a partnership, a business ship, whatever. Situation, stuff. It was a lot of stuff. And a baby came out of it. And it's like so unfair for you to come out and be jealous all of a sudden. These are people, God bless that baby, God bless that family, God bless all those children that's in that situation. And I hope that all these people are able to elevate and grow so that those babies are taken care of in the best way possible. But it's like, y'all using this shit as a pun at this point to fuck with each other. It's like, this is so much deeper than that. This ain't no game no more. Which I was doing at first, it was not cute. And so what I was finna say, it was all cute and fun. It was not cute, but it was all fun and games and laughing at that point. It's so far deeper than any of that, because now Jaden got kids, Krishan got kids. all of this on the media, and it's crazy.
In the words of Juvenile, I'd rather see it in TV than see it in person. Have my fucking head hurting. That's all I got to say.
Another thing we watched lately was on Peacock. I made him watch it. He was not entertained or happy at all. Paris Hilton. Kim Kardashian stole that girl whole swag. This.
First of all, this whole neck did long. Damn, God. And then she be talking like this. My babies.
Paris Hilton got so old, not old, but she's gotten so much older. It's like she go in and out her voice.
Babe.
She be forgetting that she Paris Hilton.
Babe, put a picture of her neck up there. They her long.
But one thing she did on the show that I want to talk to y'all about, because how high profile she is.
I'm gonna let you handle this. I'll be right back.
How high profile she is in all the tabloids. She was afraid that coming out about her baby would be taken as something taken and ran with. It would be pictures everywhere. People would be talking negative. So that even pushed her to decide that she didn't want to carry the baby on her own. She felt like she wouldn't be able to work. Anywhere she went, she would be photographed. She would not be able to have a stress-free pregnancy and continue on with all her work and this legacy that she's trying to lay behind for this child. And so she decided to do IVF and get a surrogate. And even with the surrogate, the only person that knew was her and her husband and the surrogate and the doctor, of course. And she did not share it with her family. And I just think that's a wild concept, to think that I wouldn't share my pregnancy with my mother so I could call her, talk to her, so that she could be in the room with me. And even if I wasn't the person that was physically giving birth, I feel like having my family and the most important people to me, outside of my mate, outside of my partner that I'm having the baby with, I think it would be important to share that with them, have a baby shower with them, talk about the name with them. But I'm not in that status. I'm not at that stratosphere that she's in of stardom. And so I have no clue how that feels. I just know that's so weird. Like, could you imagine not sharing the birth of your child with your family until your baby's like almost a week, 2 weeks old? So over the whole 9 months that the baby was carried, the day that the baby was born, taking the baby home from the hospital, first few nights with the baby, you are keeping all these people out of your home, out of your life, to carry this on as a secret. And I hope to get to a place of success, but I just want to be to a place of success where I could take care of my family, I could take care of myself, but not to the point where I feel like I can't live a normal average life where I could be pregnant, or even if I wasn't able to carry a baby anymore, that I have to keep my IVF surrogacy journeys a secret from the people I love most. And that's just crazy. Like, I know a lot of women have to go through that IVF journey, so I'm not talking about that at all. And maybe some women may be private about it, but I just feel like the joy of knowing that a baby is coming to the family supersedes all of that. And that's just so weird to me, that dynamic, and have to think so deeply about that. You want to do your first photo shoot. You want to be the person to announce the birth of your baby first. You want to announce the name first. You want to have the first picture of the face. I don't even know if I would be able to deal with the capacity of all that. That's just a lot. And blessings to her and her family as well. I just feel like not telling your family about the blessing of a baby.
It was just too hard to swallow. Long neck ass. Nah. In other words. Okay. I got something I want to bring up. I know the black community love you, Uncle Snoop. We love you. And so ain't nobody gonna really say nothing about the little stunt you pulled about a month ago.
I'ma say something.
That's what we doing
I
right
got
now.
something.
We gonna show you some grace. But like that whole I'm done with smoke. And then posting sad pictures looking like you're crying and all that other stuff.
Boy, we're going through it, baby.
And we was concerned. I know I was concerned. Me and Kayla was concerned. I was like, babe, what's going on with Snoop? He good? I was really concerned. And like,
we thought that maybe it was
put the picture up there.
We thought it was a health issue, a family like intervention, some dire, dramatic stuff that was happening in his life. Because Snoop is like everybody's like peace with smoking. Snoop still smoke. We can still smoke. It's cool. He like Cheech and Chong at this point. We put them up on like the what it do, boo-boos? We are back with Keep It Up with Kay, episode 5, and we are here with...
Wait, didn't I have this on last time?
You want to check and see?
I think I did.